This is a wild case, guys, and I got to be honest. This man's really trying to claim self-defense. Really? What's up, y'all? This is a wild case, guys. This comes out from Switzerland. A model by the name of Kristina Joksimovic, hopefully I'm saying her last name correct, was unalived by her husband. But what's crazy about this, not only did he take her apart, if you get what I'm saying, with garden shears and a jigsaw, but he also pureed parts of her, then tried to dissolve her in chemicals in like a chemical bin. This is the wildest case I've seen and heard in a very, very long time. And then on top of that, the guy has the absolute audacity to try to say that this was self-defense. A former Miss Switzerland finalist was allegedly strangled, okay, and dismembered with a jigsaw and garden shears before being pureed in a blender by her husband. The body of 38-year-old model Kristina Joksimovic, hopefully I'm saying that right, was found in February, okay, in Switzerland. Now, what's crazy is her husband, who is named, I guess, in by local media by the name of Thomas, which is weird, okay, had an appeal for release from custody, okay, rejected today, thank God, by the federal court, okay, after finally admitting that he unalived his own wife. An ongoing investigation concluded today there were concrete indications of mental health illness or mental illness. And clearly, if you're going to go and do all this and then put her in a blender, for crying out loud, this is insane, okay? Christina's husband is reported to have claimed he unalived her in self-defense after she came at him with a poke, with something sharp, okay? We got to use these code words, unfortunately. He then reportedly said he took her apart, okay? This is the same woman, the mother of his two children, okay? He allegedly did this in a panic, okay? And here's the two of them together. My Lord, this is just insane, okay? All right, and this is more of Kristina, all right? Model, and also a model coach as well, all right? So Kristina's body was found on the evening of February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. Investigators determined that Kristina had been, he put his hands on her. He put his hands on her neck, okay, until she passed, right? And of course, she passed away. The verdict states the suspect confessed to doing this, all right? An autopsy concluded that the body was taken apart in the laundry room with a jigsaw, a sharp object, a knife, and garden shears, okay? Body parts were then chopped up with a hand blender, pureed, and dissolved in chemical solution. This is what they have been reporting. A medical forensic report also contradicts his description of self-defense. Ain't that how it usually goes down? When these evil monsters lie through their teeth, isn't it usually a whole lot of contradictions in the how things went down? Yeah. So Thomas, who's a Swiss national, was reportedly arrested a day after her remains were found by a third party. Friends expressed their shock at the news. One told this article, as the news broke, "To me, they seemed like the perfect family." The couple, who married in 2017, lived overlooking scenic views from a spacious, semi-detached house in the affluent area of Basel, okay, in Switzerland. Another said the relationship had been in crisis for months, with police allegedly called out beforehand over reports of physical violence. Just 4 weeks before she was unalived, Kristina had posted pictures of a couple's getaway on her Instagram account, showing the snowy landscape from the window of a luxurious hotel above a specific lake. All right. Investigators have said Thomas, a businessman, showed a conspicuously high level of criminal energy in their assessment. They cited a lack of empathy and cold-bloodedness after unaliving his wife, and his efforts to cover her demise adding that the defendant had sadistic sociopathic traits. Yeah, you could basically say that. Okay, and this is them with their two, I'm sure, beautiful children. Okay, this is crazy, guys. This is absolutely crazy. Okay, prosecutors say that the defendant had previously did this thing to his wife before unaliving her. Okay, putting his hands on her around her neck. Kristina, of course, had reportedly switched from modeling to become a catwalk coach, inspiring the next generation. Among other things, she trained Miss Switzerland candidates to follow in her footsteps. She also trained businesswomen for walking confidently in their professional and or private lives. She had won the Miss Northwest Switzerland pageant in 2003 and went on to be a finalist in the 2008 Miss Switzerland competition. The same year, she founded a coaching and consulting agency for aspiring models while still working full-time in IT recruitment. Man, many Swiss celebrities and fellow former Miss Switzerland contestants shared their shock over Kristina's death back in February. Okay. Another person who was actually crowned Miss Switzerland in 2023 was one of Kristina's catwalk students. And she said, "We will miss you so much." Okay. So a lot of people were saying things like, "It's terrible. I'm really shocked. I'm thinking of her two daughters. She was such a beautiful and kind-hearted woman." A lot of people, other actresses and TV presenters have spoken out saying that they're speechless. All right. Again, this is a crazy situation because, this goes to show to you how we always think that we know the couples that we look at. Sometimes we idolize these couples, right? Oh, they're so perfect. They do so many great things, and I wish I was them, and so on and so forth. But we really don't know what's going on behind closed doors. And again, in this kind of situation, this man clearly has some mental health issues for sure. If you are to attack your loved one, then take them apart, try to puree one of a bit of them, and of course, go to great lengths to try to cover it up. It's terrifying, right? It's really, really terrifying. Again, as much as we sit there and say, "Oh, they're the perfect couple," I guess there's more that meets the eye, right? Crazy story. I can't believe this is even happening and this is even a real story, but shoot, we've covered something. We've covered a lot of cases close to even just as wild as this one. But may she rest in peace and may she get the justice that she rightfully deserves. And what's so sad about this whole thing is that her kids, you got two lovely kids, I'm sure, that are absolutely devastated because now they are rid of not only their doting and loving mother, but also their father as well. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what you would think. This is some wild stuff, guys. And of course, if there's any more information revolving around this, I'll let you know. But the fact that this guy even went out of his way to try to say like, "Oh yeah, it was self-defense," but then you go and do all that other stuff it just to cover it up is absolutely insane. It's trash. Okay. So may he rot in prison. Okay. Because now she's gone. These kids now don't have a mom. They don't have a dad. It's absolutely terrible. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that like button down below. Don't forget to crush that subscribe button. Hit that follow button if you're watching on other platforms. It'd be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family. Anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. We'll talk soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.